What's going on, guys? It's Landon, and this is David, and he's back from Arizona. He sadly left just as the finals started, so you didn't actually get to see, even though it would have been unlikely, but you didn't even have the chance to see a finals game in Arizona. So that kind of stinks. But yeah, he's back now, and today we're gonna recap a little bit of the second round. We didn't talk about the second round that much, but it wasn't. Actually, no, it was pretty interesting.
Yeah,
they were interesting games. And then we are going to talk about and then we're going to talk about the conference finals, and then we're going to just look a little bit into predictions and just kind of previewing the finals, even though the finals have already started. Mm-hmm. Second game should be starting the night should be played the night we're putting this out. And so first round has already been played. Phoenix won, but we're just going to. First game, sorry, thank you. But yeah, just from there, we're just gonna predict how we think the rest of the series is gonna go. So you want to start us off with the second one?
Well, before we start the video, please subscribe, like, and comment anything about the finals, what your predictions are for the finals.
You want to start us off with the second round?
Yeah. So I think the most interesting series in the second round was Brooklyn versus Milwaukee. That series was riddled with injuries. Kyrie and James Harden, he was basically playing on one foot. But Game 7 was the game that just struck me the most. Kevin Durant's buzzer beater, that wasn't a game winner.
Yeah, that kind of stinks. But
yeah.
I mean, it was an overtime forcer, right?
Yeah, it forced an
overtime. I don't know why I phrased it that way. It forced an overtime, which is exciting.
Right. But he was like half an inch from conference finals.
And then his foot caused it. Yeah, if his foot was a size smaller, they would have been to the conference finals.
And Giannis didn't even play that well that game.
Yeah, I sadly did. Did you watch it live?
Yeah,
I didn't get to watch it live because I think I was doing something that night. So which that kind of stunk. I really wish I could have watched it because it was a good game. Just from stuff like highlights and stuff I watched. Yeah.
KD had the team on his back the whole series.
Oh, I mean when Kyrie's down and Harden's down basically for the whole series with coming back eventually with at 40%.
He's basically a decoy all the time.
Yeah, he's like a shooter receiver. Oh yeah, he's a decoy.
He's a Joe Harris that knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that was a good series. And props to Giannis.
And Landon predicted it correctly.
I predicted it. Bucks in 7. They were down 2-0. They was like, no, the Nets are going to win. There's no way the Bucks can come back. I was like, you know what? I'm going to make a crazy prediction here. Bucks in 7. And you know what? I can actually make predictions, unlike Charles Barkley. Actually, I think he said Bucks in 7. So yeah, I'm right there with Shot. I don't know if that's a good thing to say, but.
I got the Milwaukee Bucks. Yeah!
I'm pretty good at making predictions. I said Bucks in 7. I said Clippers in 7 to
the Mavericks series.
The Mavericks, and we'll talk about this later. But I'm pretty sure I said Clippers in 7 for the Jazz series.
And the 1 in 6.
Yeah.
So the next series we're going to talk about is Philly Atlanta. That was one series where both of us got wrong completely.
Oh yeah. No.
After 2 games, it was 1-1. I thought Philly in 5. I didn't think they'd lose another game.
Philly in 5, maybe 6. If Trae Young just has a career game, maybe 6.
But he just put the
but
team on his
no
back.
one saw Philly losing because you know what I thought was gonna be just Philly's absolute weapon in that series? Ben Simmons. Who was gonna guard Ben Simmons? I thought there's no one that could actually guard Ben Simmons because their point guard is Trae Young, and then they're starting Kevin Huerter and DeAndre Hunter. And I'm like, no one's guarding Ben Simmons. Clint Capella's probably going to be guarding Joel, who Joel was injured a little. Well, he wasn't injured, but he was playing off an injury, so he obviously wasn't 100%.
But he was back, and he was fine most of the series.
Yeah, he was having great games. Props to him. But Ben Simmons was just this absolute Shanghai shark. He's going shipped to China after this. That's why he's not playing for Team Australia and Team USA, because he has to go to Shanghai Shark practice.
He single-handedly put himself on the trading block when he made that pass to Matisse.
Cleared out for him. Tapping his way in. Spins on Gallinari. Gives it up. Oh, he was right there. And a foul as Thybulle goes to the basket. Boy, Simmons, uncontested, had a layup, but he leaves it for Thybulle.
Which Matisse, he did miss a free throw. But that's like the play that everyone's saying, Shanghai Shark. Which is true. He's scared to shoot the ball. And he's on the training block, even though I just realized I like blend into this wall with my sweatshirt kind of. Even though this is like a blue, but it still is like a grayish blue. Yeah, he single-handedly put himself on the training block. That's a great way to put it. But the Sixers also are saying that they don't want to move him. But that's just to.
He's gonna get moved.
That's just to. And you've always said this, that it's like to just not lower his value to like nothing. Because some people are like, oh, Ben Simmons for like TJ McConnell?
No,
I'm kidding.
I think he'll either go to Minnesota or San Antonio. But we'll make a trade machine video or something like that.
Oh yeah, trade machine video is definitely coming up. Maybe even before the finals end, but definitely like at the very start of the offseason. So yeah, that's Philadelphia. Trae Young, great. Like he's gonna be a superstar in the league. Yeah, probably like I don't want to discredit Trae Young's Hawks and like make it sound like they only won because Philadelphia was trash. Well, they weren't even trash, but like I don't want to say they lost because Ben Simmons is a wimp and a Shanghai Shark.
But like Bogey played really well, Capella played really well, Collins played really well. Trae Young in the game 7 scored like 35 points.
Yeah, Hawks deserved it, no doubt. And then we have Western Conference.
Let's talk about the boring series first.
I honestly
Phoenix, Denver.
Phoenix, Denver. I forgot for like a millisecond what that series even was because they just got swept.
I only had 2 notes for this series. One of them was Chris Paul, Devin Booker duo is deadly. They're just insane, and Jokic needs help. I think that'll be Jamal Murray.
Yeah.
Like when he comes back, they'll be a much better team. But the thing is, he needs defensive help too. They had nobody to guard CP3 or Devin Booker. At times, they had Austin Rivers as their leading scorer, like behind Jokic, and that was a problem.
And you don't want Austin Rivers to be your leading scorer.
So let's talk about the next series.
Yeah. So yeah, boring again. Yeah, there's not much to say. Props to the Suns. Great job of Jokic. Like he's the MVP, and he played like an MVP. But
he has no hope. Yeah. Utah, Los Angeles.
Clippers.
Yeah. Utah was up 2-0. I had them winning in 5.
Yeah, and I had them winning 7. I think I might have even. We have to watch back the video. I might have said Clippers in 6.
It's a hard one.
Yeah.
Definitely a hard one. I want to say that it's at least going to 6 or 7. I think I have Clippers. Clippers in 6.
Okay.
I definitely said Clippers were winning. And they did.
Alright.
Thanks to Paul George and Terrence Mann and Rudy Gobert being a Shanghai Shark.
And Kawhi, I thought with the injury, there was no way they'd win. It was tied 2-2. Kawhi got injured in Game 4. Game 5 and Game 6, Paul George pushed it out. It's insane how good he was in that series.
Yeah. Okay, so that's second round. It's like exciting, but at the same time kind of boring second round. I don't know. Like that sounds weird, but like
the Eastern Conference was very exciting. One of the best second rounds I've ever seen. Western Conference, decently boring.
Yeah, like because the Jazz just took, like it could have been a great series with the Clippers and Jazz, but then the Jazz just completely blew it.
It was like a boring 6. Just like that Phoenix Los Angeles series. Like there's a lot of 6-game series that are very, very interesting, such as that Milwaukee Atlanta series that we're gonna talk about next.
Okay, do you want to start with
Probably
Easter.
Probably Milwaukee, Atlanta.
Okay, so then this is the conference finals. So Atlanta, Milwaukee.
Just start with injuries. Trae Young was out 4 and 5. Giannis was out 5 and 6.
Yeah.
And it went Bucks, Hawks.
No, Hawks won first game. I think.
Okay, Hawks, Bucks, Hawks, Bucks. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly, but something like that. I
And
mean, same amount, as long as you know the amount.
right, we had 2 blowout games. Game 4, the game that Trae Young went out. The Hawks just dominated that game. But the game 2, Milwaukee showed how good they can be with Giannis. They beat the Hawks by almost 50. Or they didn't beat them by 50, but they were up by 50 at some times. It was just insane how good they were that series.
It was Hawks, Bucks, Hawks, Bucks.
Yeah.
Sorry. I just had to get that straight.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you said.
Right. Cam Reddish almost led a comeback in Game 6. He was like 6 for 7 from 3 in the fourth quarter, and they had like a 21-5 run or something like that. But the Bucks held it out. That was a fun game to watch with my family. I don't know.
You were watching these games in
Arizona,
right?
Yeah. I watched.
And it was weird for you because, like, normally with Eastern time,
Yeah.
you're watching like games at like starting at like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
But in Arizona they started at like when?
Like I ate dinner at 5:30, and at 6 the game started.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I was able to go to bed at like 9:30, which was
You're gonna go to bed.
I know.
You was probably like super jet lagged.
I was.
Yeah.
I was super tired. But yeah, it was really fun to watch. I was very into these games. Game 5 and Game 6 were really, really fun to watch. Chris Middleton in the third quarter is insane. He had like 23 points one game in the third quarter. He just put the team on his back. And guys like Bobby Portis and Brook Lopez were able to be very good role players.
Oh yeah, well that was like I forget the stat line, but that was the point where I was like, okay, Hawks have no chance of winning this series. When it was like the Bobby Portis, Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday, Brook Lopez game.
Yeah, Game 5. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Game 5, which was the one where is that the one where Giannis got injured? Or no,
He
got injured at the end of Game 4,
Yeah.
and then Trae got injured at the end of Game 3-ish, I think. Because they didn't get injured the same game, I don't think.
I think you're right.
Okay, I might have that mixed up a little. But everyone had the debate like, oh, can the Bucks beat the Hawks without Giannis? The answer is yes, they can.
And it's like a completely different system too without Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was much more open. They were able to have Brook Lopez down low, and he was able to play like the big man he was in like Brooklyn.
Yeah, Drew Holiday was just amazing.
And Bobby Portis was good defensively, which really surprised me. He had like 3 or 4 steals.
Yeah, I really wonder with the Drew Holiday, like it seems like he just can't produce with Giannis.
I know.
Which scares me for the finals, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But yeah, I don't know.
So on the other side, Phoenix Clippers. I feel like just another case of like Devin Booker plays very, very well. CP3 was out for a game or 2, and CP3 just dominates once he comes back.
Yeah.
And Paul George had 2 games where he just played very, very well, and they won the game. Terrence Mann was a non-factor this series. Reggie Jackson could shoot the lights out. I'm trying to think whether that was against the Jazz or Phoenix, but I watched like from the third quarter, fourth quarter.
It's like very opposite of how people were treating the Clippers last year.
Oh yeah.
Because last year they lost, and they blew a 3-1 lead. And everyone was like, oh, the Clippers are the worst. They'll never win a championship. Worst team ever. Pandemic P, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And yeah, so they're just like, the Clippers are like the worst team ever. They can't accomplish anything basically, and we're just calling them losers and stuff.
Right.
But this year, they really just played their hearts out.
Right.
Terrence Mann, Reggie Jackson, and then to top it off, Paul George was carrying them. Like, I've heard people saying that he was the MVP of the playoffs. Like, very few, but I've heard people saying that.
Yeah.
I think it was one of the through-the-wire guys.
Yeah.
I think one of the,
Yeah, guys like Paul George, Devin Booker,
Trae Young.
KD, Trae Young. Those are like guys that carried their teams
Mm-hmm.
into the next round or very close to the next
But
round.
even like Devin Booker has a lot of help. Like, he's doing extraordinary things, but he's not solo. Like, he's not the sole like carrier of the team.
Right.
So yeah, Paul George, amazing, phenomenal run for the team, especially when like your co-star like just can't play.
Right. So let's go into the finals preview. Phoenix Suns won game 1. Very, very, very good game at the beginning, and then it kind of got out of hand later on.
And then CP3, the point god, takes over, and he has I forget the stat line, but the stat line was amazing. It was something like 32, like 9 assists, like I don't know how many rebounds. I think a couple steals too. Crazy stat line, amazing game. Yeah, he just took over, and it was his first finals appearance, which is crazy.
I think they said something like there were 18 or 19 guys that played, and only one of them had played in the finals before, and that was Jay Crowder. Which was last year.
Wow, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
Right.
Is Jay Crowder the X Factor? He's the reason that Phoenix Suns is fine. Actually, he kind of is. Because like when Jay Crowder's having, I think it was another wire thing. When Jay Crowder's having a good game,
The Suns win.
you're gonna win. Like, Jay Crowder's always the guy. He's gonna do his thing. But like when he has like a good game where he's making all his shots, your team's gonna win.
I think it was something where I know they had like the combined stat with Portis and Jay Crowder, but I like found the stat where it was not combined. I think Crowder was like 7-1 when he scored more than 10 points this playoffs.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, I think Suns are a very well-rounded team. Milwaukee is definitely has a lot of has injuries, a huge part of this.
Well, just
this
Giannis
season.
basically.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just Giannis, but Giannis's injury very specifically. Like he was back last game, but he wasn't
Back.
but like he also wasn't bad. He just wasn't dominant.
Right.
Where like and there's like there was little bits like you could see it, but he wasn't the
There.
exact same.
Yeah.
He's still an amazing game, amazing stat line. If you just look at the stat line, you'd be like, wow. I mean, sure, like it's your first playoff, it's your first finals. You can have that little slack. But yeah, So what's your prediction?
I said something like if Giannis was out, Suns in 5. I'm gonna go Suns in 6.
Bucks in 7. I say Giannis catches it. Giannis like gets a hold of himself. He recovers a little bit. He just played his first NBA game in like a week, and that's a lot when you're in the playoffs. So he'll get the hang of it, and he'll be fine. Yeah, he's gonna dominate.
My question is, who's gonna guard Chris Paul?
Jrue Holiday,
Who's gonna guard Devin Booker?
Chris Middleton,
Who's gonna guard Ayton?
Giannis.
So you're gonna leave guys open with like Brook Lopez? Like you're gonna let like Jay Crowder be open in the corner?
No, Brook Lopez is perfect.
He can get out there?
Yeah,
Not if Chris Paul's driving in.
it's fine.
I feel like the Suns have the Bucks beat in the starting lineup, and then they also have them beat on the bench. Like guys like Cameron Payne have been playing very well.
Probably Portis can guard Jay Crowder.
I can see that. But what about McCown? Would you have Lopez and McCown?
Who's their starting shooting guard?
Who?
The Bucks.
They're doing a lineup of Holiday, Middleton, Giannis, Portis, and Lopez, I think.
Okay. Well, maybe Lopez can even hold down Ayton enough. I don't know exactly what they do, but the Bucks can do it.
I'm also worried about what they do with the pick and roll.
Yeah.
If they lose, it's going to be Budenholzer's fault.
Yeah, Budenholzer's doesn't really change his plan a lot, and that's something you need to do definitely in the finals.
Yeah.
And
when he does make adjustments, it's too late.
yeah,
Like they're down 3-0 when they make the adjustments. That's not something you can do.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a fun series for sure. Definitely going to hopefully game 6 or game 7. And if I am saying this now, so that someone doesn't quote me and oh, he said Bucks in 7. If Giannis goes down, Bucks are not winning. Okay, if Giannis gets re-injured or something, or if they're just okay, he never just rested. Well, they're not gonna say he better just rested because they're gonna win the championship. But Bucks aren't winning if Giannis isn't there.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah, it should be a great series. Yeah, I've started saying this from the very beginning of the playoffs. And in our first playoff video, Giannis is taking over, and I'm pretty sure I had the Bucks winning it all.
You had Bucks against Clippers.
I had Bucks against Clippers, and it's half. Oh, I just realized something. We can do our beginning of season predictions. We can do our beginning of season predictions.
Not right now.
That video's coming up soon. Because we have.
Oh wait, you're right.
Because all the people we had in the finals aren't in it, so it's
actually no, you're right.
I didn't have the Bucks.
Oh, you had the Sixers.
I had the Sixers in the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Okay, so so that's our just little basically the whole playoff recap.
We kind of did something like this last year with the bubble.
Yeah. So I hope you guys liked it. We'll definitely be recapping
the finals.
Yeah, the finals in the end. Maybe if there's an insane game, and if you guys if there's an insane game this finals, maybe we'll just do a video just on that. We'll see. Probably not, because David is I don't know, probably not. But maybe if you comment down below, please do a singular game video. If there's an insane game, then or on Discord if there's an insane game.
We could do something live like that.
Yeah, we could do something like that. Once again, crazy videos coming out. We have a Guess Who video coming out soon, which should be fun with a good punishment. So make sure you watch that video. We have 2K content if you want to see that, kind of simulations with different type of rosters and that type of stuff. The Impractical Joker's punishment is coming soon. We will probably film that in a week or so. So that will be coming eventually. We haven't forgot about it. It'll be a good video when it comes out, so it'll be worth the wait. And yeah, there's just a ton of great videos that are coming out. And beginning of season recap, or beginning of season predictions, we get to have a punishment for that too. So leave down in the comment below what you think that punishment should be.
Also, if you want to have suggestions for our videos, join our Discord server. That's where we're going to see a lot of this stuff. Also, if you just want to ask us questions, stuff like that, we can answer that on Discord. Also, if you just want to talk with other people that are fans of the channel or just like basketball, join our Discord server. That'll be something that you won't regret.
Yeah, okay. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Just be on the lookout for our new videos, and we'll see you next Saturday. Peace.